So the thing is, they got them. They want them to pay. We just paid on some fines for them or whatever. But they got us paying on total fine rather than the fine while they have them standing out here. The problem is they got this rope around his neck. We've already gone through this for over 400 years of our people being lynched.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Going through slavery and all that. Now you got this man standing downtown York in the first capital of the United States with a daggone noose around his neck, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? His court hearing is on this Thursday at 8 a.m. We are calling everybody to come out at that time, and we got to make some noise, y'all, because this is ridiculous. Evidently, he has an issue, a mental issue, an addiction, or a problem. This is what we need to figure out. We need to figure out what help he needs. And matter of fact, I mean, y'all been dealing with him all this time, so y'all already know the help that he needs. We need to get it for him. You know what I'm saying? We got these parks out here. We got people on furlough. And y'all got him standing out here with a sign when he could actually be cleaning up the parks or the trash on the streets or something like that to serve his time and to pay down his fines. But you guys are not doing that. You want to humiliate the man because he's done stuff for years. That doesn't make sense.
What types of programs will exist, I guess, that maybe can help people get back on the right path that you guys have available?
So we have a lot. I mean, we have right now 7 different treatment courts in York County. We have a whole system of pretrial diversion that occurs, where we identify individuals that could be diverted prior to going to prison. We also have a system in place where we identify people with mental health issues to try to get them actually, hopefully, before they go to prison, but also through the prison, and that's separate from our wellness court. In addition to that, we have early termination of probation. So we have individuals who go through processes where they work on, mental health issues or drug and alcohol issues, or really whatever issue they're dealing with. Because the reality is, there are some people, no matter what, and we can agree or not agree, there are some people that need to go to jail, hands down, due to the nature of the crime they committed, the nature of the offense, the impact on the victim, the impact on society. It must happen. At the same time, there are many, many people that, if they have the right help or the right opportunities, then they hopefully can stay with their family, they can work, they can be productive members of society, their children can grow up in a home with a family, and that group of people, that's where a lot of our treatment courts and our pretrial diversion programs, that's what they focus on, okay? And that's the vast majority, quite frankly, of the cases. There are, like I said, due to the nature of the offense, the impact on the victims, on society, to keep society safe, some people just need to go to jail. But that is a small portion. At the same time, studies show overwhelmingly that when you provide people with treatment, okay, that we actually, not only do we decrease recidivism, but we increase public safety. And so there's data and science to show that when we hold someone accountable and at the same time do what we can to get them the tools they need to stop committing crimes, that actually makes the community safer. And now, obviously, it's hard to find sort of the right spot in the middle of that because, what we're seeing right here is a lagging indicator of societal's problems. And I don't mean to sit here and kind of go off a little bit, but I mean to have the opportunity. So by the time a case comes to me, think of all the things that occurred prior to that. And so when you look at criminal cases, when we look at what we're dealing with here today, this is a lagging indicator of other problems. So as a prosecutor, as a DA, I can't go back in time and fix things that happened, like where there was maybe childhood trauma or things that put people in certain circumstances. But what I can do that fits in line with my ultimate goal of keeping our community safer is identify programs and initiatives that can hold people accountable and give them the tools they need. I mean, York County has done fantastic things. We have what's called a reentry coalition, where and my first assistant DA, Tim Barker, he is the co-chair of the reentry coalition, where when people get out of prison, we try to identify ways to help them to reintegrate with society, to re-enter into society. Okay, because someone who's working, someone who has a paycheck, obviously that tremendously decreases the opportunity of recidivism from them. Again, keeps families together, keeps kids with their parents, and so that's what we're trying to do. We try to do it every day. It's not just me. It's the DA's office, the police, the defense attorneys, the judges. Everybody's working to try to get to the right place with regard to these criminal justice issues that we're dealing with. And so that's it.
Well, I have a question.
Yeah.
How can you possibly do that when 99.9% of the judge is white, the sheriff, the police department is white, and as of York City, you know, it's what, 70% minority. So,
Right.
so how can you honestly deal with black folks, and the system the black folks are dealing with is white?
So, I mean, I think that, first of all, I mean, you bring up the issue of diversity and inclusion, right? You know, we have to do everything we can because, you know, I always go back to, quite frankly, my time in the military. I was in the Navy. And on my ship in the Navy, we had people from all walks of life, from all different states, cities, backgrounds, you know, socioeconomic backgrounds, different races. And in the military, we were able to get it done. Okay, we had missions we had to accomplish, and not only were we able to get it done, and it was a fight to get there sometimes, where you have to have tough talks, everybody has to understand each other, and everybody has to work together towards a common goal. And if we could get it done under some of the most stressful, difficult circumstances, I'm an optimist that society can get it done. And at the end of the day, I may be wrong, but I firmly believe that we can. And I think it comes from conversations like this, where, you know, I may be saying something you disagree with, but at the same time, I'm hearing everything you're saying, and I'm not just hearing it, I'm processing it, and we are having this conversation, and these are the type of talks that people have to have. I mean, it's that simple. So I don't have the answer, but what I do have is a desire to do everything we can to make everything better.